Okay. Now, the Active Master Breeder Award will be presented by our own Patricia Gifford.
It is my pleasure this year and honor to present the Active Master Breeder Award. New York Holstein's mission statement reads, for the economic and social benefit of junior and senior memberships. In other words, families helping friends achieve financial success and life fulfillment with a common factor, the Holstein cow. I know of no family or life story who personifies this mission statement better. I first became acquainted with this couple in 1989. It was the same month that I scored Pam Tom and put Tierbach Elevation Twinkie up for 97. We had lots of company when we went in, and everybody was happy she passed. Not long after, I was working in a barn not far away. One of the visitors who'd been at Pam Tom, a man never short on wry comments, told me I used the number 79 quite a lot, but at Pam Tom it was 97, and in their barn it was 79. Another memory for me from that day was that when we were getting along into the herd quite a ways, but not done, Grandpa pulled up in the pickup truck at the end of the barn, looked in at us, and said, "You done yet?" That's all he said. They had a good working herd of cows, weren't real pretty, and they didn't get a whole lot of encouragement from the previous generation, but they never wavered in their dreams and their goals. One year, on their annual anniversary trip to the harvest sale, they really liked a big broad rump red heifer, but she was a little too close to calving to know for sure what the udder was going to look like. Consigned by Dave and Sue Thompson, she was Autumn Ridge Raider Meringue, granddaughter of Coleray Barrett Mary, who was the start of the many, many Autumn Ridge M families and put the Autumn Ridge herd on the map. Somebody pointed out Sue in the crowd, and they had a conversation. That was the start of a lifelong friendship, and Sue simply said that if the heifer wasn't 100%, she'd make it right. They bought the heifer, and that started a succession of Autumn Ridge purchases over the years that led to the farm on the knob in Granville, jokingly called Autumn Ridge East. The original harvest sale purchase became Excellent 90, gave her new owners one excellent, 3 very good daughters. The excellent was a 92 outside, gold medal dam of merit, who had 9 very good and 5 excellent daughters. Needless to say, Sue didn't give many money back. I mentioned the 92 point outside. Sometimes the bull just really clicks in a herd. And sometimes the master breeder knows just how to use them. This couple always sets goals. They set the goal of a high-producing herd of very good cows. At about the turn of the century, heavily using Comstar outside, they reached that goal in 1 generation with snugger udders and better feeding legs. So this goal-setting couple decided they'd just shoot for a higher-producing herd and some excellent cows. About this time, the 2 red-headed middle sons were just realizing their love for the black and white cow. Some of you may not even know it until tonight if you've been looking around, but there are 4 sons. The oldest and the youngest did their chores, respect the farm life and the value it instills, but didn't have the passion. Both are very successful in the corporate world and are here tonight to join us as we honor their parents. The oldest flew in from Colorado. As the redheads grew in their teenage years, the parents respected their input and did everything they could to encourage, inspire, and foster their passion. They saw the local Holstein Club activities in the show ring as a way to add to their Holstein circle of friends, learn from other breeders, and see how their cattle stacked up. The older of the redheads had a calf picked out in the calf pen and tied her up to show in 2000. She hung herself one morning during breakfast in a freaky accident. Good cow syndrome, huh? When Sue Thompson heard about this, she offered to sell him a calf. Autumn Ridge Storm Murphy had a $1,200 price tag, which was all the 12-year-old had in savings. He hesitated a little that he spent all his money on one calf, but after seeing her, his mom said, "If you don't buy her, I will," so he did. Fast forward a year. We're at State Fair, and it was my first year at New York Holstein. A big, gangly 13-year-old wins the open class winner yearling class in spades. Easy, hands down. His win was well documented by his teary-eyed mom and her camera at ringside. At that time, there was only one junior national Holstein show, and it was in Louisville. Each year, we selected a state herd to go down. We went down, trucked down with Cooner, had an awfully good time. And I asked Mom if her son and the winter yearling could be part of that state herd. As with everything, she said she needed to talk it over with her husband and son before they made that decision. In early November, the heifer was on the trailer headed south, and a scared, stiff 13-year-old got put in the car with me to drive down. Show day, we knew she was ready, and the lead judge missed her. She was pulled in the middle of the second pull, and we were more than a little disappointed. But that young man never gave up, and the associate judge, as much as took the lead judge by the hand, took him down to her, pointed her out, so they bumped her to the first pull. Up and down, she got pulled fourth, and it was a whole lot of fun. That 13-year-old showed his heart out, and as the good cows do, she rode to the occasion, and he moved her to second. Wouldn't have killed him to move her a couple higher, but you don't go from middle of the second pole to top and save face. But she was third, and so began Murphy's show career. The blue and purple ribbons and the love from the ringside made her known far and wide. But the love, the respect, and self-confidence for the Holstein cow that she instilled in this young owner can't be measured. In 1989, a young couple with 4 little boys set goals. They wanted to breed a top herd and occasionally add a special purchase to the breeding program. As of October 2016, they have bred and developed 68 excellent cows and another 341 very good. There are numerous gold medal dams and dams of merit. They've received the Progressive Breeder Award for 18 years and have taken numerous cows past the 200,000-pound lifetime production mark. Twice-a-day production on 200 cows at this point is 25,013, 916 of fat, and 775 of protein. The cow families grow and grow. Autumn Ridge purchases were the key, with a huge contingency going back to Mary, developed for the original purchase and others. The bodacious cow is a dairyman's dream and has 6 very good and excellent daughters already in the herd, with more on the way. The Wendy's and Bambys are the current show veterans who have taken this herd to the next level in the show ring, with blues, purples, and all New Yorks, and best 3 females, first place best 3 females the last 2 years at State Fair, as well as the Tri-County Holstein Show, and this past year at Carousel. They scored the hat trick this year at State Fair, winning best 3 females, Premier Breeder Banner, and Premier Exhibitor Banner. Unique in this era of showing, they care for their own cows every day and get them ready at the shows themselves. Having one brother who is a stay-at-home, tremendous daily cow care man like his dad, and one who's one of the best fitters in the world really helps quite a lot. I think they've achieved their goals, but my money says that with their unified goals, ambition, and the knowledge that the next generation has the same passion, the bar will just go higher and higher. Along with accomplishments in the barn, the Master Breeder Committee considers involvement with New York Holstein and local and community activities. This couple volunteers at the local level nonstop. She's a key person at Carousel, clerking all the shows and keeping Sid McAvoy on track on the microphone. She served on the state board and the executive committee. She was a committee chair at National Convention and was on hand all week with junior and senior activities, doing anything and everything that needed to be done. While we appreciate all the time they've given New York Holstein, I've heard her say so many times, we've met so many great people through Holstein and we learned so much. I mentioned the 4 boys. All were born within 5 years. All athletes of no small stature. So community involvement was mainly focused around sports, youth programs, 4-H, and junior Holstein. Everything centers around family commitment. This earned them the reputation in their community as reliable, honest, hardworking, family-centered people who always can be counted on to help others. I've lifted a lot of this presentation from the nominations submitted by their sons. Now I'm going to directly quote. They've always been a team and used that approach in not only the management of the farm, but in how they raised their family and how they lived their life. They achieved their dreams together, one day at a time, one milking at a time, and I'm not sure that there are 2 people whose lives have been changed so much by the love of family, the Holstein cow, and this great industry. Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, as we congratulate and honor this year's Active Master breeders, my dear, dear friends, Bill and Regina Lundy.
Way too many people think they're thanked here tonight. A lot of credit goes to the table over here. Not the girls, but the guys. Thank you. Stand up, guys. You probably all know the one's not here anyway, so. Just thank you.